All right, I'm Sasha Dermatis, and here are the top stories for the week of January 4th, 2017. More than 40 fraudulent websites have been shut down in a major crackdown on the sale of fake degrees. The sites closed included those selling authentic-looking certificates using the names of real British universities. Others were providers offering distance learning courses, but were not valid UK degree awarding bodies. An agency set up to investigate the issue, Higher Education Degree Data Checker, or HED, said it had reports of more than 90 bogus institutions. The investigation found fake University of Kent degree certificates on sale in China for only £500. The government announced a crackdown on bogus providers in June 2015 with the aim of prosecuting and taking down fraudulent websites. HED has now asked new graduates not to take photographs with their real degree certificates in case they inadvertently aid fraudsters. A spokesperson for the Department for Education said degree fraud cheats both genuine learners and employers, so we've taken decisive action to crack down on those seeking to profit from it. I understand asking people not to take a picture with their degree or certificate.
But I'm proud, and this is me holding my certificate.
Like, seriously, I have like a million siblings, and I have a lot of friends, and I feel like every single time any of us graduate anything, even if it's like a new level of luminosity or like it could be anything, it's always like a picture taken.
I have Google Analytics course graduation certificates printed on my wall at work.
Right.
It's
Did
like,
you?
Yes,
but you took a picture.
I took the course. I went through the step-by-step questionnaire.
Exactly. It's going to be so hard to catch these people.
Did you know I am ESET Canada Sales Company of the Year this year? That's a side note. I know.
Oh,
we
that's
won,
good.
What is it? Partner of the Year.
Congratulations.
So that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Well done. Yeah, thanks.
Sweet.
Thanks.
I mean,
I don't know how I got on that, but I'm thinking about certificates, and this is a certification.
That's true.
Something I added to the footer of the website. 2016 Partner of the Year.
Super.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, on a serious note for this, it does mean that people could buy for £500 a university degree that would cost them otherwise tens of thousands of pounds.
Here's the thing. They're only shutting down institutions that print fake certificates for real or seemingly real universities that use names that are very, very close to the real university name.
Right.
Because it's fraudulent. It's like taking money and making fake money that looks just like real money. Well, they'll stop that. But they're not stopping Monopoly from printing Monopoly money and Canadian Tire from printing Canadian Tire money because it's obviously fake. So it's important to note that you can still buy certifications from Starfleet.
Oh, that is important to note.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to the academy.
Starfleet Academy doesn't exist, apparently, according to the government.
But you graduated from it?
I'm thinking I might.
You might as well.
I might just graduate from them.
That would be hilarious.
You know, somebody should start a Starfleet Academy University.
And
doesn't have anything to do with
make it legit
aeronautics or anything.
I'm going to start an education facility and call it Starfleet.
Yeah.
I
wonder
think
if Star Trek has it.
They have a course in either a college or a university around here that is How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse is the name of the course.
What?
It's wilderness training. It's wilderness training, but they call it How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse because they know more people will sign up for it.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, see?
So it's marketing. It's smart marketing.
So Starfleet Academy would get more people excited to go to school.
It's like flight school or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or like maybe like if you're into like stellariums and things like that. I don't know what you call yourself if you're certified. A stellarist?
A stellarist? Just stellar.
You're super stellar, folks.
Super stellar. Okay. Foxconn, the Taiwanese manufacturing giant behind Apple's iPhone and numerous other major electronics devices, aims to automate away a vast majority of its human employees. Dai Jiapeng, the general manager of Foxconn's animation committee, says the company has a three-phase plan in place to automate its Chinese factories using software and in-house robotics units known as Foxbots. The first phase of Foxconn's automation plans involve replacing the work that is either dangerous or involves repetitious labor humans are unwilling to do. The second phase involves improving efficiency by streamlining production lines to reduce the number of excess robots in use. And the third and final phase involves automating entire factories, with only a minimal number of workers assigned for production, logistics, testing, and inspection processes. The company can now produce around 10,000 Foxbots a year, Jaipeng says, all of which can be used to replace human labor. In the long term, robots are cheaper than human labor. However, the initial investment can be costly. It's also difficult, expensive, and time-consuming to program robots to perform multiple tasks or to program a robot to perform tasks outside its original function. That is why in labor markets like China, human workers have thus far been cheaper than robots. To stay competitive, though, Foxconn understands it will have to transition to automation. As of last year, Foxconn employed as many as 1.2 million people, making it one of the largest employees in the world. More than 1 million of those workers reside in China, often at elaborate city-like campuses that house and feed employees. By replacing humans with robots, Foxconn would relieve itself of any issues stemming from its treatment of workers without having to actually improve living and working conditions or increase wages. But in doing so, it will ultimately end up putting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people out of work. Do you have any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns
Jeff,
about this, Jeff?
I'm
like, round one, fight!
I'm hearing it, and everything in me is screaming bad news. I understand that we are in a world where we want to do things better and cheaper and all that kind of stuff, but if you're going to come up with a completely automated workforce, like putting millions of people out of work. I mean, this is just one company.
Yeah.
When this catches on, what else is, I mean, think of the
huge company though.
Well, think of the auto industry. If they can make this work for producing things like, say, iPhones and completely automate like something small like that, imagine putting together cars where you don't need people anymore. The mass impact this would have globally. I mean, you're going to see unemployment go through the roof. And I mean, the fact is, you're not going to be able to recoup those jobs. It's not going to be like, well, for every robot we make, we're going to need 10 more people in the manufacturing of the robots, because eventually they're going to get the robots making robots, and we're just in a situation where somebody's going to have to be Neo and wipe out the computer.
Right.
See, I'm also like, I'm a union guy, so this hurts.
My thought on it is that a lot of times, and I'm not saying every time, but a lot of times, especially in countries where they have their employees living at the factories that they work at, the conditions are horrible.
That's it, yeah.
And if you're not willing to bring that up to standard, it is better to let those people go, even if it means forcing some sort of social change in a way.
But
right? But it's better than
removing the worker the solution.
Improving the condition would be better, but are people willing to actually pay the money toward the product that would then funnel down to improving the lives of the people making it? I'm thinking about like really cheap clothing companies too. If they could just automate that, then those poor people wouldn't be stuck inside sweatshops.
I think we have to be very careful, though, that the solution does not become replacing human people. Human people?
Human people instead of
the solution is not to replace them with robots. Yes,
but that's what they're doing.
But you look at it and you say, well, the working environment is deplorable. The people, Bob K54 is reminding us that Foxconn, the company that we're talking about, who manufactures iPhones, actually installed netting so that people would not be able to commit suicide. But that is a sad fact.
It is, but a lot of that is because of the working conditions. I mean, this is a whole social economic issue.
Replacing those people with robots does not solve the issue.
No, it makes it worse.
I don't know if it makes it worse.
Absolutely it does. You've got 1 million workers that chances are making no more than $100 US a month in wages.
Ouch.
Right.
You're going to tell all of them, sorry, we realize that you're below the poverty line and that we pay you peanuts and it's horrible working conditions, and a lot of you don't even want to live anymore because of the working conditions. So we're just going to replace you so you have nothing to go to.
These are people who are being enslaved. They're one step above being slaves.
So change global working conditions so that everybody has a decent job.
That would be the best thing to do. But let me tell you, no person is going to choose to be working inside a factory in those conditions if there is an option at something better. And in a
lot of cases, there isn't. There isn't an option.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
Comment below. Get us in the chat room. I don't know. Where's the line?
I know.
They can't. This is not a solution.
I think this is probably one of the most polarizing news stories we could ever have because of the social economic impact.
Right. Yeah. And I agree that these people need a job, but I just want them to
a
have
significant severance package.
I know. I just
say, look, we're going to save X number of dollars over the next 20 years. Here's your wages for those 20 years, and let's give you, $200,000 to get you started.
I know that there's always these crazy stories out there, but I remember seeing, I think it was like CBC or something, but an interview with somebody who was in their early 20s who had literally never been outside. They were born in the factory they worked in. They had never seen the light of day.
Pretty sure that's a human rights violation.
You don't say.
But I did say.
Yeah.
It's so hard being here in Canada where we're so blessed to have such freedom and such laws that protect workers and the rights of human beings. So to see that kind of thing happening is just it's crazy.
Horrible. All right. Yeah. Let's move on.
Do we have any happy news stories?
Well, we have some Amazon news.
All right, Amazon's good.
This.
Amazon's good.
Okay, Amazon has filed a patent for a massive flying warehouse equipped with fleets of drones that deliver goods to key locations. Carried by an airship, the warehouses would visit places Amazon expects demand for certain goods to boom. It says one use could be near sporting events or festivals where they would sell food or souvenirs to spectators. The patent also envisages a series of support vehicles that would be used to restock the flying structures. The filing significantly expands on Amazon's plans to use drones to make deliveries. Earlier this month, it made its first commercial delivery using a drone via the test scheme running in Cambridge. In the documents detailing the scheme, Amazon said the combination of drones and flying warehouses or airborne fulfillment centers would deliver goods much more quickly than those stationed at its ground-based warehouses. Also, it said the drones descending from the AFCs, which would cruise around and hover at altitudes of up to 45,000 feet, would use almost no power as they glided down to make deliveries. The patent lays out a comprehensive scheme for running a fleet of AFCs and drones. It suggests smaller airships could act as shuttles, taking drone supplies and even workers to and from the larger AFCs. Amazon's patent was filed in late 2014, but has only now come to light thanks to analyst Zoe Levitt from CB Insights, who recently unearthed the documents. So that means you can get your stuff real fast from Amazon.
It makes sense that at a Star Trek convention that this would just fly down from the sky right into my hands.
See, and as you're reading the news, what I'm picturing is Nick Fury standing on this floating device in the air owned by Amazon.
Nice.
With Mark Zuckerberg having his Jarvis programming talk behind him, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm pretty sure this is the Avengers.
I can't wait to see what this thing looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know what to picture.
I'm excited to see it. All right. Kingston Digital Incorporated, the flash memory affiliate of Kingston Technology Company Incorporated, the independent world leader in memory products, announced yesterday that their Data Traveler Ultimate Generation Terabyte GT, the world's highest capacity USB flash drive. Data Traveler Ultimate GT offers up to 2 terabytes of storage space and USB 3 performance.
What?
Amazing.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
2 terabytes?
2 terabytes, small little thing. Yeah, perfect.
Come on now. My Data Traveler is 32 gigabytes.
Yeah, 2 terabytes.
2 terabytes.
Power users will have the ability to store massive amounts of data in small form factor, like up to 70 hours of 4K video. That is mind-blowing. Data Traveler Ultimate GT is rugged as well, with a zinc alloy metal casing for shock resistance. This is the next step in portable solutions for storing and transferring huge files. Data Traveler Ultimate GT ships in February and will be available in 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte capacities. It is backed by 5-year warranty, free technical support, and legendary Kingston reliability. I feel like that would make it so easy to back everything up. You could easily back up all your
have 2 of
stuff.
them.
Just have 2.
Yeah.
You could just back stuff up like crazy.
I think this is totally incredible. But what's going through my head is 2 terabytes on a flash drive. How long is that going to take to load?
It's USB 3, so we're talking
Not bad at all.
3 gigabits a second.
But still, that could take a while if you've, I mean, depending on what you've
Sure.
got on there. I mean, we're not talking necessarily text files. If you got 2 terabytes, chances are you're filling it with video and whatnot.
Sure. But you're going to do it one video at a time. You're not necessarily going to fill 2 terabytes
Right.
worth of video all at one.
There will be
fell
somebody who will do it.
Sure.
I love it. I love, like, the Kingston stuff is coming out, like, hard and fast and strong all the time.
How many gigs was our entire torrents for Cat 5?
Our torrents. Let's take a look at torrent.category5.tv, and what you'll find is that over the course of seasons, because the quality of the show became higher and higher, and now being 1080p, the files get bigger and bigger. So torrent.category5.tv, and I'm sorry that I can't bring this up tonight on your screen. That's because of the new set, and things are just kind of getting configured and set up. But you can bring it up. Torrent.category5.tv. Season 1 was 9.68 gigabytes.
Oh, see, this is, like, I'm looking at it going, I was thinking, oh, you can get them all on one flash drive. You can get
Sure
them all
you
on one
can.
flash drive now, pretty much.
361 gigs of video altogether.
See, that's amazing. You can pick up one of the Kingston flash drives and be like, I've got
Oh,
all of Cat
yeah.
5 with me.
There you go. And you can download it right from our site.
Bring it on vacation.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what
Binge while on the beach.
I'll be on the beaches of Hawaii going, I'm going to watch season 1.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It was me with a webcam in my basement.
Oh,
Things
that's
have
fun.
been stepped up a little bit since then, technologically. We have 2 terabyte flash drives now.
That's crazy. And wasn't it like 30 years ago, Bill Gates said nobody would need more than
640K.
yeah.
Yeah, at one
Boy,
point
was
they
he wrong.
closed the patent
That was
office
extended
too,
memory.
though. So people have been doing weird things. Remember that time when they were like, nobody has any new ideas, we'll just close the patent office. We're
I
done now.
don't remember this.
No? I will find out exactly when it happened. It was years and years
Was
ago.
it before I was born?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I don't remember it.
That's right.
Do you have more for us?
I have one
see
more.
another story.
One more story. The addition of an extra second to 2016 didn't cause too much tech chaos, but it did lead to some websites being difficult to reach for about 90 minutes. A leap second is an additional second added at the end of a month to compensate for the fact that the Earth's rotation is slowing down very gradually and can also be altered by major seismic events, and thus slips out of sync with atomic clocks. The International Earth Rotation and Reference Systems Service calculates when one is necessary, and so far 27 leap seconds have been added, though only 5 in the past 18 years, all at the end of June or December. The second is officially added to the Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, used as a reference by most computer systems by having an out-of-the-ordinary 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 60 seconds. While the process is simple in concept and comes with 6 months of warning, it can potentially cause problems with computers. While many machines work from remote time signals, which either literally broadcast the extra second or send an instruction to add a second, some simply can't cope with the idea that a minute doesn't have 60 seconds and needs manual intervention. Popular Science notes that solutions include pausing the clocks for the final second or literally slowing down the clocks over the course of the day to spread the extra time out so it has no significant effect. According to Cloudflare, the extra second caused one of the numbers in its software to turn negative, something that the software wasn't designed to cope with because the code writers worked on the sensible enough idea that time can't run backwards. Part of Cloudflare's DNS resolution process involves using timecodes to generate a random number, a step which fell apart when a negative number was thrown into the mix.
Right.
That's crazy. Fortunately, this only affected 0.2% of DNS queries, and overall fewer than 1% of attempted visits to Cloudflare clients threw up error messages. It affected you?
We'll do a who is query on cdn.zechariah.com. Guess who hosts it? Cloudflare.
Really?
So our site assets Uptime Robot started telling me, hey, something's down. Oh, it's back up. Oh, something's down. Oh, it's back up. So if you were on our website during that time, our website was up, but various assets on different CDNs kept going down and weird, and like it would be down for like 30 seconds and then back up again.
Huh.
So yeah, that explains why we had those issues. Because I was like, what is going on here?
We had just an extra second, no big deal.
See, I was waiting for the New Year's countdown. I was waiting for everybody to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Happy New Year.
Yeah, why don't they just do it like that? 10,
That would
9,
be hilarious.
8, 6, 5. Done. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for watching the Category5.tv newsroom. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all your tech news with a slight Linux bias. And for more free content, be sure to check out our website. From the Category5.tv newsroom, I'm Sasha Dermatis.